Okay, so another Myretrogamebox arrived. This is my October one. So first of all, I'd like to say thank you to Myretrogamebox for catching up with their deliveries after such a big overhaul of their subscription service. So as always, this is blind, not looked into it. Only thing I've done is cut the tape. This box is actually bigger than the last one. As you remember, the last one was quite small. But yeah, we're just going to see what's inside, and same as always, we'll just be amazed. So, opening up here. Boom, boom. Oh, I see a Game Boy box, which is very hard to come by these days, actually, because the boxes usually deteriorate or get damaged very easily, so time is not very pretty for them. As you see, there's more peanuts. There's peanuts everywhere. See, I've seen something else I quite like, actually. It wasn't the best of games, but... Right, so first off, let's go one by one. We've got Road Rash. Road Rash! I never played this game. But there was a really weird drunk guy right there. And that makes me interested. What does it say? So you think you've good... Yeah. So you think you're good enough to take on the hardest, fastest and meanest motorbike road racers the world has ever seen? Imagine bike racing in a time and place where the only rules are simply... There are no rules. Where roaring engines, dust and sheer guts are all that count. And the winner takes no prisoners. Sounds interesting. I don't think I've ever played a racing game on the Game Boy, so that might be interesting. And that's black and white Game Boy. That isn't even colour, so that's pretty good. Also by Ocean, pretty popular publisher or developer. Sorry, there wasn't really much of a publisher. Nintendo was the publisher. Developer back in the NES days. What else do we have here? So first of all, this is the thing that I'm actually already glad that I've got this box, because this is actually a pretty good game. This is another racing game. I think by the looks of it, most of this is racing, because I've seen Most Wanted as well. Most Wanted is a great game. Star Wars Racer, sorry. Comes with manual in that side. And it's actually not damaged or anything, and it comes with disc that side. All good there. I'm just going to put that to there for a second. I noticed I didn't open this. I should be very carefully when doing this. Inside there is the game. Doesn't seem to be a manual, but to be honest, I couldn't remember because I've not had a game like just a black and white. Oh, there's a piece of sheet paper here. Warning: read before your SNES, Super SNES, or Game Boy system. I guess they use the same sheet for everything. I can't remember if Game Boy black and white games actually came with manuals, because a lot of games that were on Game Boy, just black and white one, was very basic and very easy to understand, and usually they sometimes have a screen that say A does this, B does that. That was very rare though. But I just realised Electronic Arts, boom. So this had two publishers, Nintendo and Electronic Arts, and then developed by Ocean. Interesting. Don't really see that anymore. Right, so PlayStation game. Wu-Tan Taste the Pain. Don't know anything about this. It is a fighting game by the looks of it. You can see from the pictures. Four-way beat them up. I actually don't know anything about this. I'm a fan of fighters. I'm not great at fighters, but I'm a fan of them. Comes with manual, standard postcard thing. The game disc. Black disc for PlayStation, not blue, so that's good, because blue PlayStation 1 discs seem to always have problems. They did fix that, however, for PlayStation 2. So most people will probably know this game. This is actually a game that got me into racing games a lot, because I remember renting it from Blockbuster. And I remember doing everything. Like if I remember correctly, there was like points that you could like destroy to like help you away from cops, and like you would get like points or something if you did that. No manual, unfortunately. That is a letdown. But again, manuals aren't really that important in more up-to-date consoles. It's a little scratched. You probably can't see this. It's a little scratched. But that will still be playable. So, no problem there. Next is a game I have like 5 billion times. 007 Everything or Nothing. Very common game. Nothing really special about this one to be. I've just seen something interesting underneath. Nothing really interesting about this one. Just a James Bond game. It wasn't a bad James Bond game per se. It wasn't a great James Bond game though. Comes with manual, has some sort of shirt thingy in it for some reason. Some shirt. Oh, this is like one of those advertisements for like all the other games. And then there's some shirts on the back. You can actually send this in and order a shirt. I wonder if I sent this in, if I would get... Oh, they've got other things as well. They've got like CD, top one CDs. My thing's not really in focus, but top one CD, vinyl, more CDs, T-shirt. The main thing is the T-shirt though. I wonder if I'd actually get a response. I mean, they obviously won't have the shirts or CDs anymore, but I wonder if I would get a response from that. Quite expensive though. One CD is £13, not to mention the cost of sending this in. And it actually goes to London, so it's actually not that bad. I won't have to pay any special costs or anything. There's a... I think that's a C... Oh, these are actually not games. These are CDs. These are the CDs on the back, I believe. Yeah, number one. So, yeah, that's interesting. I don't think that came with this game. I don't think. Who's it for? Visible Noise. It's just a band. Like, it's not... I don't think it's this game at all. But overall, still nice. Now, I noticed this, and this is... I'm really happy about this. Mortal Kombat 3. One, I don't own number 3, unfortunately, at all. I think it's one that only... Oh, no, I don't own the original Mortal Kombat. I have number 2. Don't have number 3. I have the rest. And, top of Sega Saturn. I don't actually own a Sega Saturn, but I don't own any Sega Saturn games either, as far as I'm aware. And that makes me happy, because I really like these cases. And it'd be nice to get a Sega Saturn at some point, so this would be great to play. Sega Saturn actually had quite a lot of fighters on it. It was a short-lived console, but it had some great games. Inside, not so much that great, because as you can see here, it's very shallow, like that. But the quality of the case is amazing. It's hard. It comes with a manual, and oh my god, is that a thick manual. Probably details all the moves, the lore. Oh, it's even got like art of the characters. Oh, I love that. You don't get that anymore. Oh, it's got other languages in it as well. That's why it's so thick. That's just neat. I love that. Got Smoke. Why is Smoke a robot in this one? Again, I've never played number 3. Smoke is usually the grey ninja that looks like Scorpion, but grey. It's Sub-Zero. So why is a robot in this? I have no clue. But maybe that's something to do with story reasons. Yeah, that's pretty nice actually. That is actually amazing. I don't know how much this would go for. I don't really know the pricing of Sega Saturn games. But I imagine that would go for at least £10. Maybe if not a lot more. But I don't really want to give something. That, £5. That, £5. I won't go for much. These two are really common. I don't even think maybe £5. That, don't know. Never heard of it in my life. I have a PlayStation. I will check it out. Say like £3. That might go for a bit. I don't know if that's like a rare game or anything, so I can't really say. But because it's a Game Boy black and white game, and believe it or not, a lot of more obscene Game Boy black and white games can go for quite a bit on eBay. But I don't know the game. I feel like I should know the game. I feel like it's on the tip of my tongue. So it might be a common game, so it might not go for much. But that might go for a bit, I'm not sure. And Star Wars Racer, that'll probably only go for like £6 or something. It's like nothing special. But I really do like this game. So overall, let me just laying these out for you guys. Let me just shut this so this doesn't get damaged. Like so. So yeah, there's also something else. It has like a little hole for the manual, so it just sits in there. It's lovely. I just wish the holder over here was a bit better. But you know, as long as you don't drop it and you have it on your shelf, it's not going to be a problem. I just realised the case didn't actually shut that well. Oh no, there you go. It's just a bit off. Alright, so to summarise, this time round, we've got Mortal Kombat 3, or Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 actually. That's didn't notice that. That's actually a kind of like Turbo for like Street Fighter. We've got the Game Boy Road Rash. We've got the Wu-Tang Pain, Taste the Pain. We have Most Wanted. We have James Bond. And we also have, you can't really see that one, can you? Star Wars Racer. Overall, not a bad box for, I believe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This, I believe, is still my small box, which is £23. As far as I'm aware, my next one should be a bigger box with up to 10 items, or could be up to 10 items, it could be less, could be more. So for £23, if that is the case, this is actually a really good box. I've got a game I really like, not that rare, but I like it. Got a Sega Saturn game, which has made me a stack. Game Boy Color game. Just a nice variety. The biggest letdowns really are the Xbox games. I'm happy about this one. Not so much this one, because this is just a really common game. I have this on PS2 like 3 times. So I do need to actually sell them on eBay. But yeah, overall, really happy box. So if you want to know more about Myretrogamebox, you can find a link down below. It's like in that direction somewhere. I will always put a link down below. This was my October one. But I want to stress, they're not set subscription boxes. They're random. Someone else could get their October box and it'd be completely different games. So don't feel it's like Loot Crate or anything where it's like, oh, it's a set amount of games. A set number of games, set name of games and so on. But it's just a really good box overall. I can't wait to see how they up their game with the bigger subscription, which is I think it's like £45 a month, but you get up to 10 games. And I presume maybe if you do that as well, they'll give you Providence over maybe rarer games and so on. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. I've been Ramunegaming. This has been Myretrogamebox October, and I'll see you in my next video.